Well, we have 3 minutes, but we're ready when you are. And again, I have to echo Miguel's sentiment about that beautiful painting behind you, that abstract. That's really gorgeous. Did you do that?
Yeah, what I do is my training is in abstract expressionism. I went to art school in the '60s in New York, so I was exposed to that particular movement. And Lynn Ott started out as an abstract expressionist also. So I do paintings of Baba, and then do abstract expressionist paintings, and then I go back to painting Baba, and then you know, it's a vicious cycle. It's called Triptych Delight Fantastic is the name of that particular painting. I don't know if you can. I was told by the Australians that it looked like an Aboriginal painting. I don't. I get in touch with my inner artist and paint abstractions, and then I get in touch with Baba and paint his pictures. So it's all good. It's
It's
all one.
gorgeous. Yes, it's beautiful, Jim.
I have a house
It's
full of these things. It's actually all these paintings are pushing me out my door. I can have hardly turn around in my own house. All right, it must be Ruth. Are you going to introduce me, or should I
I,
just?
well, what can I say about Jim Meyer? I can't really say anything except how gracious you are to be here with us and how happy we are to have you in Baba's love, and that whenever you're ready to start, we're ready to hear it.
Jai Baba. Well, I'd like to begin with one of my favorite songs. I do this song every day for Baba called Om Namo. There are many Om Namos, hundreds of them. Om Namo is a song that's always associated with the avatar. And I picked up the melody, somewhat picked up the melody in India 40 years ago, and then I added some English verses. And since we're all muted, you can sing as loud as you like. Om Namo Meher Baba. Om Namo Meher Baba. Om Namo, Om Namo, Om. Om Namo Meher. Om Namo. Namo Meher Baba. Om Namo. Namo, Namo Meher. Om Namo. Namo Meher Baba. Om Namo. Namo. Namo Meher. Om Namo. Namo Meher Baba. Om Namo. Om Namo. Lord of love, I sing your holy name, Lord of love. I burn within your flame, Lord of love. You play the perfect game, Lord of love. Life's journey's golden dame, Lord of love. God's glory you attain, Lord of love. Lord of love. Om Namo. Namo Meher Baba. Om Namo. Namo, Namo Meher. Om Namo. Namo Meher Baba. Om Namo. Namo. Namo Meher. Om Namo. Namo Meher Baba. Om Namo. Om Namo. King of kings, you came to set us free. King of kings, you came to make us see. King of kings, piercing duality. King of kings, you heard a heartfelt pleas. King of kings, awake your devotees. King of kings, King of kings. Om Namo, Namo Meher Baba. Om Namo, Namo, Namo Meher. Om Namo, Namo Meher Baba. Om Namo, Namo, Namo Meher. Om Namo, Namo Meher Baba. Om Namo, Om Namo. Slave of love, answer to all hearts' call. Slave of love, you are our all in all. Slave of love, for those who rise or fall. Slave of love, for lovers great and small. Slave of love, our hearts your shrine install. Slave of love, slave of love. Om Namo, Namo Meher Baba. Om Namo, Namo, Namo Meher. Om Namo, Namo Meher Baba. Om Namo, Namo, Namo Meher. Om Namo, Namo Meher Baba. Om Namo, Om Namo. Avatar, God clothed in human form. Avatar, oh blessed when you were born. Avatar, our lives to you are sworn. Avatar, illusion you transform. Avatar, what theater you perform. Avatar, Avatar. Om Namo, Namo Meher Baba. Om Namo, Namo, Namo Meher. Om Namo, Namo Meher Baba. Om Namo, Namo, Namo Meher. Om Namo, Namo Meher Baba. Om Namo, Om Namo. Oh, mine, stupid mind, keep on running on all the time, building worlds that only bind, keeping me from going home. You're keeping me from going home. Oh, mine, stupid mind, keeping me deaf, dumb and blind, interfering with the truth sublime. You're keeping me from my own. You're keeping me from my own. Oh, mine, you're such a cool operator, making the world seem so actually there. Oh, mine, what a cruel manipulator, creating reality out of thin air. Oh, mine, stupid mind, so damn devious and so unkind. I'm just waiting for you to unwind so I can get back home. I can get back home. Oh, mine, you're such a tricky instigator, sculpting the universe from Sanskaric dust. Oh, mine, you're the supreme agitator. Here is hoping that soon you go bust. Oh, mine, stupid mind, keep on working on overtime. Nothing in you that I want to find. You're keeping me from my home. Keeping me from my home. Oh, mine, you're such a cool operator. You're making this world seem so actually there. Oh, mine, what a cruel manipulator, creating reality out of thin air. Oh, mine, stupid mind, keep on running on all the time, building worlds that only bind. You're keeping me from going home. You're keeping me from going home. Keeping me from going home.
Well, Jim, there's a great crowd here today, and there are a couple of requests that have come in. One is If You Ask, the other is He Was Bound, and All in All.
Anything else?
Oh, yeah, All the Way, Ocean of Love.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so I'm expecting all of you to sing along with this. In traditional Indian music, in bhakti music, the singer sings a line, and then the listeners repeat the line in the exact same melody. So we're gonna do that. This is called Jai Jaya Jaya, and I'm expecting you all to be in tune. Jaya 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 Meher Baba, Jai Meher Baba. Now you. Jai Jaya Jaya Meher Baba, Jai Meher Baba. I said Jai Meher Baba. Now you. Jai Meher Baba. Om Pada Brahma, Om Paramatma, Jai Meher Baba. Om Pada Brahma, Om Paramatma, Jai Meher Baba. Jai Meher Baba. Jai Meher Baba. Satchidananda Paramananda, Jai Meher Baba. Satchidananda Paramananda, Jai Meher Baba. I said Jai Meher Baba. Jai Zoroaster, Jai Ramakrishna, Jai Meher Baba. Jai Zoroaster, Jai Ramakrishna, Jai Meher Baba. Jai Meher Baba. Jai beloved Jesus, Buddha, Allah, Jai Meher Baba. Jai beloved Jesus, Buddha, Allah, Jai Meher Baba. Jai Meher Baba. Jai Meher Baba. O Parvardigar, O Ahura Mazda, Jai Meher Baba. O Parvardigar, O Ahura Mazda, Jai Meher Baba. Jai Meher Baba. Jai Meher Baba. Jai Yasadan Elahi, Jai God Almighty, Jai Meher Baba. Jai Yasadan Elahi, Jai God Almighty, Jai Meher Baba. Jai Meher Baba. Jai Meher Baba. Jai Jaya Jaya Meher Baba, Jai Meher Baba. Jai Jaya Jaya Meher Baba, Jai Meher Baba. 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 This next song is written by, the words are written by Francis Brabazon. This comes from his book of poetry, The Beloved is All in All. And this is called Kill the Mind. Nothing into nothing, and the chasm created by grief. Pour wine, beloved, for your lovers, lest I strain their belief. Drunkenness is the only effective and lasting mind cure. Only he who has drained the beloved's cup can be called pure. Kill the mind so that the ears of the heart can listen and hear, so that the heart's lips can kiss the truth and its song be free from fear. Kill the mind which has caused us every color and shade of shame, and the best weapon for the slaying is our beloved's name. Man is born of the dark wave, and so he is always seafaring. But to take the way to the beloved's door needs greater sharing and daring. We have crept shoreward for 1,000,000,000 years, brother. Now wouldn't it not be our crime if now we did not break free from the wave and await the beloved's grace time? For name singers who prefer song and silence to weeping and wailing, God's tears have already flooded the chasm. They await only his whim for sailing. Kill the mind which has caused us every color and shade of shame, and the best weapon for the slaying is our beloved's name. This next song, I must have written this over 40 years ago. It's one of those songs I just feel that Baba gave me. And it's, in a way, it's a dedication to all of us who are seeking the beloved. This is called The Lovers. I dedicate this to all of you. They travel on the rivers, they travel on the rails, they travel in the air and on the sea. They travel the long distances through valleys and through vales to finally rest at their beloved's feet. To finally rest at their beloved's feet. Now some of them are beggars, and some of them are kings, but most of them are somewhere in between. Sometimes they get lonely in their wanderings, but still they're ever driven by the dream. They're the seekers, they're the pilgrims, they're the lovers, they're the children. They find their ways to places even wise men fear to tread. They enter realms where few have ever been. They're hopeless and they're helpless, and far less live than dead, yet the rest of their journey lies within. Well, they sing songs of the new life, inviting calamities. They shun all worldly hopes, lusts, greeds, and fears. The melody is suffering. They seek only to please God, 'cause the music of surrender is all God hears. They're companions, they're fearless, they're comrades, and they're peerless. They worship at an altar no church or mosque can hold. Their prayers are often sighs of love's sweet sad tale. And they worship a beloved whose beauty is untold, but whose face is hidden deep beneath self's veil. The lovers love with passion, the lovers love with heat, and they wear their open hearts upon their sleeves. And they hurl their reckless bodies headlong down Love Street, and never do they look to see who grieves. They're the fire, he's the ocean, they desire his devotion. In beginningless beginnings, when time and space were not, the infinite existence was asleep. But somewhere in that everywhere, there hatched an amazing plot for God to awaken from his slumber deep. And from beginningless beginnings came lovers like you and me to travel through the valleys and the vales. Our journey is in awakening to God's infinity, so God himself finds pleasure in love's sweet sad tale. He's awakening in his lovers, the hearts are breaking to be uncovered. This is an interesting song. The entire song is based on quotes from Meher Baba. And one of the most extraordinary quotes from Meher Baba is that you have to lose yourself in order to find yourself. And the best way to lose yourself is to lose yourself in Baba. So this is called Lose Yourself in Me. You've got to lose yourself in me. Come on and lose yourself in me. I am the one so many seek and so few find. No amount of intellect can ever reach the divine. unless you lose yourself in me. Come on, lose yourself in me. No amount of austerities can ever attain me. Only when you truly love will your soul be free. You've got to lose yourself in me. Come on and lose yourself in me. Be brave and happy, for I and you are one. The infinite I am is what you are and will become. When you lose yourself in me, come on and lose yourself in me. My true center are every heart loving me. Let each Bible lover live a life of love, sacrifice, and honesty. And then you'll lose yourself in me. And then you'll lose yourself in me. Start learning to love God by loving those you cannot. The more you remember me, the more of yourself forgot, until you lose yourself in me. Come on and lose yourself in me. So long for only one thing. Be restless for this alone. Seek union with the beloved and make your heart his very home. Got to lose yourself in me. Come on and lose yourself in me. Lose yourself to find yourself. Thus loss is gain. Die to self to live in God. Thus death means life unchained. When you lose yourself in me, come on and lose yourself in me. You've got to lose yourself in me. Come on and lose yourself in me. This next song, the story behind this song and a number of songs was many, many years ago in the early 70s while I was in India. Bal Kachuri approached me with a manuscript, handwritten on blue paper. And whoever borrowed that, by the way, I'd like it back. It's been about 30 years. But anyway, these were poems, his first English poems, and he asked me if I would put some to music. So this is the first English poem by Bao. Not the first one that he wrote, but the first one that I put to music. This is called Ocean Calm. Oh, Meher, you're the ocean calm. Everything is in your palm. You're Jesus, you are Ram. ocean calm. You are really mighty God, and this world is moving through your nod. You are Jesus, you are Ram. Oh, Meher, you're the ocean calm. You are the singer and the song. Listening now, you led us along. You are Buddha, you are Sham. Oh, Meher, you're the ocean calm. You are the beggar and the king, the song eternal, let us sing. You are our ancient one. Oh, Meher, you're the ocean calm. We are suffering in this pain. We want you now. This is plain. Take again your physical form. Oh, Meher, you're the ocean calm. Everything is in your palm. Oh, Meher, you're the ocean calm. So many instruments, so little time. All right, so we're going, since we're singing older songs right now. This is by Hafez. This is an Arthur Arbery translation, one of the better translators, I might add. This is called The Rose and the Nightingale. I walked within a garden fair at dawn to gather flowers there, when suddenly sounded in the dale the singing of a nightingale. Alas, he loved a rose like me, and he too loved in agony, tumbling upon the mead he sent, the cataract of his lament. With sad and meditative pace, I wandered in that flowery place, thought upon the tragic tale of love and rose and nightingale. The rose was lovely as I tell, the nightingale, he loved her well. He with no other love could live, and she no kindly word would give. It moved me strangely as I heard the singing of that passionate bird. So much it moved me, I could not endure the burden of its throat. Full many a fair and fragrant rose within the garden freshly blows, but not a bloom was ever torn without the wounding of the thorn. Oh, think not, O Hafez, any cheer to be gained from fortune's wheeling sphere. Fate has 1,000 turns of ill, and never a tremor of goodwill. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right. Well, to keep on that exact same theme and the same author, this is another Hafez song. This is a translation by Richard Le Gallienne. Sounds French, but he was a New Yorker, I believe. And this is the same theme. The seeker falls in love with the beloved, and the beloved just walks on by. All right, this is called Sad Rain Song. In the beloved's path I laid my head, yes, in the very dust of the highway. Bowed I my head, hoping for a little grace, but she passed on her light, indifferent way, not even pretending to notice where I lay. God pardon her, she has a lovely face. God guard the careless creature from the sigh that broke unwilling from a bosom torn with grief of her intolerable scorn. I had no other purpose but to die, just like a candle burning until morn, then blown out by a breeze passing by. very hard, the heart of my beloved, hard as a rock upon which the bitter rain beats, yet remains unmelted and unmoved. O torrent of my tears, it was all in vain. All these tears of the unloved, and all unheeded in my lonely pain. Last night, so bitterly I wept, all living things slept not in sympathy. The very birds and fishes a vigil kept. Awake was the whole wide world, save only she. Oh, she alone it was that soundly slept, although the world was sitting up with me. To the sad rain song, Hafez, of your tears, shut out the beloved's heart and shut her ears. But Hafez, if you sing your happy songs instead, why, she would rise to listen from the dead. Sweet songs one must sing over and over in one's heart, lest one would lose of them the smallest part. In the beloved's path I laid my head, yes, in the very dust of the highway. I bowed my head hoping for a little grace, but she passed on her light indifferent way. So I'm going to tell you a little story about this song. I've told this story many times, but I'm sure there's somebody has not heard this story. So back in the mid 70s, I had returned from Vietnam and was going to a technical school on the GI Bill to learn how to weld. I thought maybe if I knew how to weld, I could be of some use in this world. Anyway, and I was the night watchman at the Meyer Center. And it was my true delight that staying on the center was Darwin Shaw. And every morning I would get up and Darwin would be waiting for me outside the door of the caretaker's cabin. And then we'd walk, generally silently, but we'd carry on some conversation, to the barn, and I would open the barn. And so one day at the school when I was studying welding, I was taking a math class, and I knew all the math from when I studied architecture. So instead of doing math, I started writing this song, and I was very excited about this song. Couldn't wait to tell Darwin about it. And the song was I Will Never Leave You. So I woke up that next morning, and sure enough, there was Darwin, and I said, Darwin, I just have to tell you something. And he interrupted me. He said, you know, I was just thinking how Mayor Baba never leaves us. He said, what did you want to tell me about? And I said, nothing, Darwin. J Baba. So this is that song. I will never leave you. On this you can depend. I'll be always with you in ways you cannot comprehend. Let not your heart be troubled by the things that pass your eyes. This world is made of shadows that your mind learned to disguise. I will never leave you. On this you must believe. No matter where you're going, no matter where your path may lead, let not your soul be weary by this constant veil of tears. You know I'll be there waiting. When the clouds all disappear, I will always love you. In darkness and in light, we'll always be together. You'll never ever leave my side. Let not your hearts be troubled by things that pass your eyes. This world is made of shadows that your mind learned to disguise. I will never leave you. 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 I have only one real friend. Many are his forms. He glorifies the sunsets, rides upon the storm. He and I are comrades, tried and fast and true. Glad am I to have found him, Baba, here and now in you. In you, in you. For I have only one real friend, and many are his forms. He glorifies the sunsets, rides upon the storms. In you, Baba, in you, in you. All right, let me take a drink of something here. I have no idea if Debbie Nordine is out there in the real world of Zoom, but
I
this
do
is,
not see her.
she's not here. Well, then I'm not going to sing this song.
Oh, no, no, sing it, sing it.
Said that it's the sun that brightens up the sky, but I know better. It's the reflection from your eyes, somebody singing through the heavens and lighting up the sun. Burning off the darkness, and you are that someone. It's said by the general public, true love cannot be claimed, but I know better, 'cause I'm crazy for your name. Somebody's dancing across the heavens, figure skating around the sun, shining like forever, Baba. You are that someone. No doubt about it, no discussion, no debate. All that glitters isn't gold, but Baba, you're truly great. It says that we're all sinners, not worthy of God's glance, but I know better, 'cause I glimpse part of your dance. Somebody's moving behind the curtains, pulling strings and having fun. Silently sowing seeds of love, Baba. You're that someone. Well, it's said all life's a gamble. I've placed all my chips on you, 'cause I know better. You'll always see us through, no matter which way the wheel is turning. You're the center of the drum, conducting the universal rhythm, Baba. Yeah, you're that someone. Ain't no doubt about it, I'm crazy for your smile. You're my father, mother, angel, Lord, and I'm your wayward child. Well, it's said that it's the sun that lightens up the skies, but I know better. It's the reflection from your eyes, somebody singing through the heavens and lighting up the sun. Burning off the darkness, Baba, yeah, you're that someone. Burning off the darkness, yeah, you're that someone. I took a walk from home down a winding road. I was looking for something to lighten the load. Looking for something, hidden priceless jewel. I was looking for something, too many obstacles. I took a walk from home without a safety net, seeking salvation. I haven't found it yet. knows me in this town of tears. My heart cries out, nobody hears. I search for eons for my complement. The true beloved, I haven't found him yet. Go! I took a walk from home through kingdoms vast. I lived 1 billion lives, all in the past. I've lived 1 billion lives, all seem true, but here I am, starting out anew. When I left my home, it was about midnight. Now it's the dawn of another flight. Nobody knows me in this town of tears, where a moment's insight takes 1 billion years. I thought salvation would manifest. The true beloved, I haven't found him yet. Yes! I took a walk from home as if I had a choice. As the journey's driven by the master's voice, where you ride the rails and you play the game. Things seem different, but it's all the same. I took a walk from home on legs of dreams. The endless journey, it's all make-believe. Somebody knows me in this town of tears. My heart cries out, somebody hears. To search outside, you must go within. To awaken now to the journey's end. I took a walk from home. I took a walk from home. Every string is out. Isn't that fantastic?
You've been playing hard.
That's right, I play hard. I used to perform with Bob Brown in nightclubs. We did that for about a year. Bars and nightclubs. And those of you, Bob's been gone now for 25 years, God bless him. But for those of you who knew him, he was not your normal, ordinary human being. And sometimes we'd be in a restaurant, he'd be tuning for 15 minutes while people were waiting for a song. He just had to have it just right. I, on the other hand, it's close enough. All right, for those of you who like yodeling. Here it goes. Yodelay-o, yodelay-o, yodelay. Yodelay-o, yodelay, yodelay-o. From the veil-torn days of Puna, by the kiss of Baba Jan, from the blessings of Tajuddin, Sai Baba and Narayan, to the stone slap of Upasni, where the Avatar made re-entry. From Erewhon to Meher Baba, Baba's God enough for me, God enough. Baba's God enough for me, God enough. Baba's God enough for me. Yodelay-o, yodelay-o, yodelay. Yodelay-o, yodelay, yodelay. From the lightning of his glances to the brilliance of his form, to the power of his presence and his love for which we all long, to his overwhelming beauty, capturing with all eyes to see. From Merwan to Meher Baba, Baba's God enough for me. He's God enough. Baba's God enough for me. God enough. Baba's God enough for me. Yodelay-o, yodelay-o, yodelay. Yodelay-o, yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. From the ocean of his silence, ingrained in every heart, to his infinite compassion, beyond the realms of mind and art, to the suffering of his body, where recorded catastrophes, absorbing our impressions. Baba's God enough for me. He's God enough. Baba's God enough for me. He's God enough. Baba's God enough for me. Yodelay-o, yodelay-o, yodelay. Yodelay-o, yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. From the tear stains of his lovers, telling stories of their Lord, to the joyous peals of laughter infinite humor can afford. From his daily inner guidance, that wondrous personality, from man to God to spirit, Baba's God enough for me. God enough. Baba's God enough for me. God enough. Baba's God enough for me. Yodelay-o, yodelay-o, yodelay. Yodelay-o, yodelay-o. I did this the last concert, but I love this. Mayor Baba gave this poem to his Mandali, particularly Erich. And I always like to say, because he gave it to Erich and his Mandali, he gave this poem to all of us. Baba said, I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am not this, I am not that. I am nothing but a living lie of that truth that is me. And unless the lie is dead, the truth cannot be. I am not the body. I am not the mind. I am not this. I am not that. I am nothing but a living lie of that truth that is me. And unless the lie is dead, the truth cannot be. I am not the body. I am not the mind. I am not this. I am not that. I am nothing but a living lie of that truth that is me. And unless the lie is dead, the truth cannot be. Go tell your mama, go tell your dad, it's the best news that they've ever had. Meher Baba lives inside their hearts. Go tell your children and everyone they know that they carry God with them wherever they go. Meher Baba lives inside their hearts. Don't need money, you don't need fame. All you need is to repeat Baba's name. For Meher Baba lives inside your heart. Here's the secret all must share. Hidden deep within your penniless hands lies a treasure rare. The key that unlocks every door is in repeating the names of the Lord. Meher Baba lives inside your heart. I am not the body. I am not the mind. nothing but a living lie of that truth that is me. And unless the lie is dead, the truth cannot be. You don't need cathedrals, temples, or mosques, and you don't need statues, they're only dead rocks. Meher Baba lives inside your hearts. And everybody's looking for what they never lost. They hide God's glory in a pile of dust, while Meher Baba is alive inside their hearts. It's so simple that it's hard to grasp. There is no future and there was no past. Only Meher Baba now inside your hearts. Some say you walk this path alone. Some say for all your sins atone. But Baba says no one is to blame, and our redemption lies in God's name. Meher Baba lives inside your heart. I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not this, I am not that, I am nothing but a living lie of that truth that is me. And unless the lie is dead, the truth cannot be. All right. Somebody asked for this one, All in All. This is a Francis Brabazon poem from the Beloved is All in All, and I put this to music. Let me just make sure I'm in tune, and then away we go here. You have come all the way from your beyond state to sing your inspiring call. You say the lover exists only in the beloved. The beloved is all in all. Each song is sufficient in itself, whether or not by others it is heard. All songs are but reflections of one song. And beloved, that is your singing word. For you have come all the way from your beyond state to sing your inspiring call. You say the lover exists only in the beloved, and the beloved is all in all. Every heart reflects the divine beloved. The true lover of God is he who would shatter his own heart mirror and set the beloved free. For you have come all the way from your beyond state to sing your inspiring call. And you say the lover exists only in the beloved, for the beloved is all in all. Millions of times, beloved, you have come to us and sung your original song, saying the beloved is all in all. And to him alone does the earth and you belong. For you have come all the way from your beyond state to sing your inspiring call. You say the lover exists only in the beloved, and the beloved is all in all. Though we sing from now until time's end, we will be no more than a band of minstrels playing. One night stand before your door. Baba, you have come all the way from your beyond state to sing your inspiring call. You say the lover exists only in the beloved, and the beloved is all in all. This is Hafez. This is the poem that Hafez wrote after his realization. This is called At an End. It's a translation by Richard Le Gallienne. And I'll put it in the right key and then we'll sing it. How's that? And then get it in tune. Sometime now, Baba. the days of distance and the nights apart, all the long, lonely winters of the heart are at an end, are at an end. No more forever shall the autumn gloom, no more forever December's frozen tomb, for swift-footed April fills the world with fragrance and bloom. Oh, my own love and friend, our grief is at an end. Our grief is ended and our joy is begun. We've climbed the night at last, we've reached the sun, and the whole world is bright with the effulgent face of our delight. Oh, my beloved, dearest friend, our grief is at an end. Deep in the scented shadows of your hair, I'm so happy I can scarce believe I'm really there. I bow my head and weep for very bliss, too happy even to kiss. For love, oh most desired and lovely friend, the solitary night is at an end. What do I care that the love of your fair face I throw to the wide winds, my work and place? For my work is just to love you, and where to go and where you are is the only place I know. Oh beloved, my most cherished friend, our grief is at an end. Ah, to the wine shop swiftly let us come, with guitars and voices and loud exultant drum, and with a mighty voice the sake call, deep cups and many, many cups of wine for all. No matter how much money that I spend, for oh, most lovely and beloved friend, today the grief of Hafez, the long grief in a wild blessedness beyond belief, is at an end. We could do this. All right, this is a Bob Brown tune, Master of Melody. You are like the sea that reaches every distant shore. You are like the river that roars. You are like the mountains that span the highest places. You are like the rain that falls on whom love graces. You are like the baby born who cries for tenderness. But you are the maker of saints. You are eternal bliss. You are like the brightest star that shines on distant places. You are like the rain that falls on whom love graces. You are like the mountain stream that rushes to the source. But you are the ocean, and these drops bring you remorse. So you come to live in us, creating love's oasis. You are like the rain that falls on whom love graces. You are like the radiant sun that pierces every cloud. Your silence is ringing, thundering so loud. You are really the Lord of Lords. Your love is all embracing. You are like the rain that falls on whom love graces. You are like the rain that falls on whom love graces. Another Francis Brabazon song, Shanghai Sailor. Let me come back from that Bob Brown tune here just a second. Oh, I never signed on for this voyage. I was Shanghai. When I awoke, we were sailing out on the spring tide. Well, it's 8 on and 4 off, and smart to it at the bosun's whistle, and the grub is weevilled, biscuits and meat, all grease and gristle. When I complained, the captain said, "You're on for the round trip. Like it or lump it, this is a trader and not a tourist ship. Ah, but you'll get paid fairly at the end of the voyage, and you'll be paid in gold and not by a check. So see it out with courage." Now we've rounded the horn with all its storms, and are becalmed on a sea of oil. But at night you can almost pick the white flowers growing from the sky's dark soil. You know, maybe when we get to the singing islands, we'll be allowed ashore. You know, maybe the captain will want to lose half his crew, and then he'll have to Shanghai more. Oh, those star flowers, they comfort me. They and the sailors' homeland songs, which are sung from one heart, but in a dozen different tongues. Ah, they say you'll get paid fairly at the end of the voyage. You'll be paid in gold and not by a check, so see it out with courage. All right, I call this Wedding Day. I knew I shouldn't have done that Bob Brown tune.
I hear that.
There will come the day when I shall go forth in love and trust, as a bride to my Lord myself's house in the street of dust. He myself has promised me this final consummation, ending this impenetrable night of Dullstone Station. I see the world of creation as a vast ocean, escaping from itself, yet trapped in its own tidal motion. Across the black waters shines my beloved's glorious face, as a sun newly risen, compassionate, shedding grace. If I did not believe my Baba is my own reality, then I could not trust my beloved's huge prodigality. I've hoisted the seven-hued rainbow as my banner, and bound myself with indentures to the trade of dust's manner, so that on that glad morning when I go forth as a bride, nothing shall ever take me from my Lord myself's side. For there will come the day when I shall go forth in love and trust, as a bride to my Lord, myself's house in the street of dust. All right, so now I tuned it up and then I realized I'm in the wrong key, so put this on and have to retune it. If you want, I will stay with you forever. If you want, every day. If you want, I will love you like no other. If you want, in every way. If you want, I will always be beside you. If you want, every day. If you want, I will join you on life's highway. If you want, I'll show the way. And if you want, I will be your provider in days of harvest and in days of loss. And if you want, I will be your night rider, your protector. I'll take up the cross. If you want, you can daily surrender all your mind and all your heart. And if you want, you can sing songs so tender that the gates of heaven will truly part. And if you want, I will be your beloved in times of crisis and in days of bliss. And if you want, I will offer you my homestead. I'll prepare you for the divine kiss. And if you want, I will always be beside you. If you want, every day. And if you want, I will join you on life's highway. If you want, I'll show the way. If you want, I will be your provider in days of harvest and in days of loss. And if you want, I will be your night rider, your protector. I'll take up the cross.
Great tune.
Thank you. All right. This is dulcimer. This could be. O Mary, do not weep. O Mary, do not mourn. Your son Jesus can never die. He lives in all hearts reborn. O Doug Dover, do not mourn. Oh, Doug Dover, don't you cry. Your son Zoroaster is the fire of love, and he can never die. O Kashalya, do not weep. O Kashalya, do not grieve. Your son Ram is alive and well in the hearts of all who believe. O Mahamaya, shed no tears. O Mahamaya, do not cry. Your son the Buddha has transcended death, and he can never die. O Devaki, do not fear. O Devaki, do not weep. Your son Krishna is eternally alive, arisen from illusion's dream of sleep. O Amina, do be sad. O Amina, do not cry. Your son Muhammad has merged in Allah, and he can never die. Oh, Shireen, do not cry. Oh, Shireen, do not moan. Your son Merwan can never die. He lives in the hearts of his own. Avatar Meher Baba Ki
Baba ki
Jai.
jai.
Avatar Meher
Meher
Baba Ki
Baba ki
Jai.
jai.
Avatar
Avatar
Meher
Meher
Baba
Baba
Ki
ki
Jai.
jai. Well, Jim, once again, in Baba's sweet and powerful love, you have lifted our hearts. I think there are some questions for you as well.
Say something about saying Baba's name inwardly.
Well, let me put it to you this way. Everything associated with Meher Baba, everything, is a direct conduit to the infinite. His face, his name, his sandals, his samadhi, his books. So when you repeat his name, or you sing a song, or dance a dance, or write a poem, or just think about him, you are in direct connection with the divine. You don't have to go through plateaus, you don't have to go through plains, you don't have to go through Murshids, you don't have to go through anything. You have that direct connection. So there's no difference between thinking inwardly or repeating outwardly as far as I'm concerned. It's all a direct connection to the divine. And I feel really blessed to have been given the opportunity to sing for Baba and sing to Baba. And the only reason I do sing for and to Baba is because I asked him for that. When I heard Bob Brown many, many, many years ago when I was just coming to the center, I said, I love that. I would love to do that. Inwardly, he said to me, do it. I'll help you. But I mean, if you're a painter, if you're a singer, if you're a poet, if you're a schlub like Wolverton,
Oh, wait.
it doesn't matter as long as you repeat his name and remember him. That's all. Oh, did I say? I didn't mean. Oh, it's nobody else is listening to this. It's just you and me, right, Jeff? Nobody else heard that comment.
The whole world will
Oh my
reverberate.
God, it'll be on YouTube. You'll be remembered for being a schlub.
Thank
Anybody
you.
else?
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Avatar Meher
Meher
Baba.
Baba
Ki
Ki
Jai.
Jai.
Avatar
Avatar
Meher
Meher
Baba
Baba
Ki
Ki
Jai.
Jai. Avatar
Avatar
Meher
Meher
Baba
Baba
Ki
Ki Jai.
Jai.
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Jim.
Once again, Jim.
Hey,
More
Baba,
power.
everybody.
God
Goodbye.
bless.
Good
Baba.
Jai
night. Have a
Baba.
good